Here we are again. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you a lot of things. The first thing is how I blend my background. The second thing is how I blend my microphone with my background. The third thing is how I change this image to black image. Wow. Oh my God, the value is going to be much. The fourth thing is how I give it this effect. So we are going to be using Pixellab and some other two apps for this tutorial. So I want you to follow me closely because you can only learn every of these things if only you watch this video to the end. So let's dive into the tutorial. Thank you. So we love to hide this. Now we are using this shape, and you can decide to come here and change your image size. So I'll be using square, as you can see. So I'm going to be fast. Now I will change this background. We know how to change background. Come here, change the background to white, the color to white. Then click on OK. Good. Now the next thing we have to do now is to import our image. Yes, we need to import our image. Sorry. Okay, good. So we need to import our image. So we can either import from this end or we come to this plus over here to import. So I will be making use of this place. So the first thing is how I blend my background. So this is the texture I will be using. So you just drag from down and then you drop it. Then you come over here, you lock. Okay, when you lock, then you go back, click on import again. If you can watch this video to the end, trust me, you are going to learn a lot. Okay, so this is the image now, but we have to give it a square shape. So as you can see over here, we have 1.1, 1:1. So this is what I'll be making use of. So when I click on this thing, can you see like that? You click on OK. Then you do the same thing by dragging. Okay. So now we want to blend this thing with that texture that we just imported. So we scroll and we go to opacity. You can see opacity. Click on opacity. Then you reduce the opacity to 30. Yes, we are going to make use of 30. Okay, good. So here we are good to go. We are good to go. So we can just decide to lift it up a little bit. Okay, let's centralize this. Relative position. Good. So let's lock this. So that is the first value that I'm giving you. So I've been able to combine both the and be able to combine two images together to give us our background. So let's continue. So let's import another thing, and that is going to be our image. Yes. And I'm going to be showing you, I'll be doing a video. You can always check my this thing. I'll be doing a video on how to remove background from your images. Some people has been asking for that tutorial. So this is the image I'll be using. So you can position it like this. You have to make sure it's in this at the middle. So you have to come, there's a grid here. You can all see it just when you click on it. So you'll be able to use this to measure the position. Okay, I think I'm good to go like this. So let me log this immediately. Let's log this. So the next thing we have to do is to write our GUC. So we'll come to this text, then we'll write our GUC. Every of the materials that I will be using for this tutorial is going to be under the video description. So you can always check the video description for the um material. So let's move on. So let's change our fonts. Oh my god, where's font? Sorry. So making use of this particular font, I think this is the font. I think this is the font. Let's check. Is it the same thing? Good. So this is the font I use. You will also find it under the description. So let's continue. So we'll just come over here to back. Or better still, you can just drag. Just want it to go down. So with this, you can try and reduce the size a little bit. Then centralize it. But this is not what I'm looking for. According to the design, U is not showing. So let's reduce the size a little bit. Okay, good. Okay, so here we are. I think we are good to go. So let's continue. Let's continue. So let's log this. The next thing I'm to do now is to import our image. So let's import again. So just follow me closely. And there are ways I edit my pictures to make it more sharper and brighter. So I'll be doing tutorial on it soon. So this is the first image. This is the first image I used. Then to the back. Oh, this one is not moving. So let me just use to the back. Okay. So we have his picture here. We try to bring it down a little bit. So good. Now I want to turn this to black. So we come to opacity. Sorry. We go to color filters. So click on color filters. Reduce the saturation. Then you can decide to give it contrast. just two, then we are good to go. So that is another value. Now we can copy this thing. Let's duplicate it. So when we copy it like this, when we click on crop, so we click on this place, sorry, the other side, to change where the man is facing. Then click on OK. Then the same thing, you bring this to the back. I don't know why my back is not working from here. Okay. So now you will see if this thing is in alignment with each other. So I want to move this. So arrangement is very, very important in graphics. Okay, good. So I'm good to go. Now I can decide to bring this out a little bit. Okay, good. And for this picture, you can see that his leg is showing over here. You can notice that his leg is showing. So there is something I'm going to do to this picture now. So you click on mask. Click on mask. Then click on enabled. So the mask will cut this thing off. So okay, you see. So now we are good to go. So let's log these two pictures. Now let's continue. So the next thing is, let me check the video for reference. Sorry, the picture, the image for reference. Okay, good. So the next thing is to bring our shape. So this shape, we are going to be having a transparent part. So we'll come to shape over here. So we have our shape. So this is our shape, right? So we come to gradient. Come to gradient. This is what I used before, but I'm going to be showing you how I arrived at this. So we come to gradient. So when you come to gradient, you can just choose on any color. Choose on this black and white over here. Then you click on plus. So now your white, leave your white the same way. So you click on this place. When you click, you will notice a pink or yellow color that indicate that you have picked this thing. So you click on this shape over here. Come here, I'm trying to explain this very well so that you can understand. For those that does not know about this. So when you click on this place, then after that you will now click on this place, this particular place. So let's move. So the color, when you click on that color, you will bring this place, you will bring it like this to the end because we want it to be transparent. Then you click on OK. Now we now have a transparent stuff with a white color. So you can decide to bring this up a little bit. Then click on OK. Wow, you see, it's making sense, right? Yes, it is. If you are enjoying this video, just give us a thumbs up. Yeah, give us a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, you can support us by subscribing. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Now, the next thing is the mic. Now, let's import the mic. Okay, this is the mic we'll be using. So this is the mic. So you can decide to bring this mic to the back. Still have to go. Go, this is what I need. So when you bring it to the back like this, then you come to opacity. So I'm trying to blend this with the background. So you reduce it. Can you see the creativity? Okay, good. So now click on OK. So you do the same thing, just copy. Just copy this content. You copy. When you copy, you go to crop, just like the way we did for the image. Crop, then you rotate it, good. Then here we are. So we are getting there. Yes, we are getting there. So just take this thing to the back. Good. So to the back. So now we are getting there. I think we have some issue with our image. So this is a flyer design. And you can also make this a birthday design depending on what you are using it for. This thing can give you a concept for a birthday design. I'm just using this as a simple flyer design, a very simple one. I have done rubbish. I'm trying to move this a little bit. Wow. Now I'm having my results. So that is it. So we are moving. We are moving. So the next thing is to bring out another content that we have here. I think that is our keyboard. So let's have our keyboard here. Just check the description, then you will see every of these things. So this is our keyboard, and I'm going to blend my keyboard with the background the same way we did for the mic. So we reduce the opacity. I think 20 is okay. Okay, we are good to go. So we lock it. Is there another thing? Okay, we celebrate God's grace. So let's write it. We celebrate God's grace. We celebrate. I think it's in capital letter. Okay, it's in small letter. So we celebrate. Come to color. So I'll be using this particular color. But I think we use black for the we celebrate. So we use black for the we celebrate. Black, okay. Then we are going to be using this font. So this is the font I'm going to be making use of. And the font size is 30. Okay, I should reduce it. Okay, let's leave it at 30. So God's grace. Let's copy this. So let's increase the size. So Mm, This God's grace, I'm going to be using bold, the bold one. Then that is it. Then we have to change our color. So I'll be using this color, and the code is EF7B45. EF7B45. So that is the code. Now we are good to go. So let's centralize this and we celebrate. So let's centralize it. So just move it down a little bit. Good. Now we are getting there. What is the next thing? I don't want us to miss anything from this end. Minister and the color. Okay. Minister. Let me just copy this celebrate. Let's save our time. Minister. Okay. So we centralize this and then what next? We change the color to the same thing. Okay. Then this GUC. Change the color to. This is the color I use for GUC. Do we use this or this? Okay. I think. Oh. So we are going to be changing our color. I use the second color. Let's just leave it at that color. Let's leave it at our normal color. We'll still have the same results. Okay. So let's position this again. Good. And that is it. So we are done with Pixellab. So let's export this. Save as image, custom, ultra, then save to gallery. I told you we are going to be making use of 3 apps for this so that we can have this result. Before we can have this result, we have to make use of 3 apps. So now we are done with everything here. So we'll be moving to the next app, which is called PicsArt. PicsArt. So let's move to PicsArt. You can actually check the description for this app, for the Pro app. So here we are in PicsArt. So we click on plus. As you can see, there's plus over here. Then you will import your image. So this is what we have here. So I want you to follow me if you really want to have this result. So we'll come to, sorry. So we'll come to add photo. You can see add photo from here. Just click on add photo. So when you click on add photo, it will ask you to add the photo that you want. So this is the lens, this thing that I'll be using, the lens light. So I'll be dropping it under the description. So when you have it like this, we'll be using blend. So we use blend for this. When you click on blend, we have many things that we can use here. We have screen, we have multiply, darken, lightening, and every of those things. But for the sake of this tutorial, we'll make use of screen. So that is it. So after screen, I would love to reduce the opacity. So you click on opacity, then reduce the opacity a little bit. So I can give it, let me give it 80. Okay, let me give it 18. Then can decide to move this. So you duplicate by clicking on this place over here. Duplicate. So this is what I did. You duplicate again. So the final edit will now be on Snapseed. You don't want to miss that area, sincerely. So I'm not, yes, just to have that reflection. So you can only duplicate twice or 4 times. You can only duplicate 4 times. Wow. It's making sense, right? Yes, it is. Now let's import our image, or let's export it by saving it. So let's click on this place. Let's save. So we save as JPEG. So it has been saved. Now the last application. This is where we are going to be giving it effects. So let's come to Snapseed. Wow, this is value indeed. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly click on that subscribe button. Just encourage us by subscribing. So this is just what we just did now. So let's give it some effects over here. So we'll come to pop. Click on pop. There's pop. Okay, let's look at it first. We allow it to load. Okay. Just ordinary pop is giving me this. Wow. Let me remove it. Current. Let me have my effect by myself. So let's cancel this. Let's come to this pencil over here. So tune image. I'm going to tune it manually so that I can have my results. The brightness is okay like this. The contrast. Okay, we're getting there. Saturation is too much. You can decide to reduce it. We'll just give it a little bit. Okay, I think we are good from here. Then click on OK. The former one, the new one. Now let's continue. Details. So details, you increase the details. You can decide to increase it like that, but I think 17 is okay. Wow, you see, it's bringing out the color now, the sharpening. So you can decide to increase to the end. I don't need that. Let me just give it 50%. Good. Now we have our flyer, the former one and the new one. If you love this video, you can just share it, like, and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. So you click on this place to save. So see you in the next tutorial. And if you have not on our WhatsApp group. Click on the description link to join our WhatsApp group. Thank you.